Welcome back to the reality, guys. I am your host, Billy Blinks, joined as always by my co host, Brian.
Sorry, buddy.
Happy New Year, everyone. We are back. This is Southern Charm. This is the season 9 finale, episode 15, Beyond the Valley of the Southern Dolls. Make sure you are like and subscribe here and on TikTok, and soon to come here in the new year, an audio version of the podcast. We are not sure how that's going to break down yet, weekly. However, we're going to combine them, but look out, we are going to have some form of audio coming. Okay, Bry, Southern Charm, season 9. We've been saying this for weeks. We even had the break over the kind of New Year, Christmas break. And I really thought they were going to end with a bang. We have the tease of the JT Austin altercation, headbutt, which we do get to, which frankly, I'll just say right off the top here was pretty damn lame. And kind of the whole finale, I felt kind of fell a little flat for me, Brian. What are your overall thoughts on the finale? And then we can kind of pick and choose what we want to talk about.
Yeah, I agree. I think the final 5 minutes were of note, and then other than that, it was just kind of like filler BS stuff that we have seen pretty much, honestly, the entire season.
Yeah, I mean, we got, I thought when they have Shep and Taylor, and then we have the Olivia and also like, okay, we're going to have the final
Yeah,
conversations of the season, culminations. Where are we going to get some ultimate resolutions? Surprisingly, it seemed like the Shep and Taylor one was a little bit amicable. It was what Shep should have been doing from the beginning and saying, hey, you know what? There is no more relationship here. Even though I was the one who cheated on you and the whole breakup and everything, but like he has been a pursuer as friends with Taylor all season. But like he mentions offhandedly, he had some girls over his house and Taylor showed up there because they're buddies, right? And I'm sure that didn't go well because again, you cannot be friends with your exes. So,
no.
Brian, that resolution of that storyline, how do you feel?
I mean, I think it doesn't go anywhere. I mean, just the fact that she was even considering like getting back together with him, it's like, is this gonna ever end?
This was a purgatory season for a
Yeah,
lot of them, Brian. Speaking of not evolving as a person, we have Austin and the Olivia conversation where Austin wanted an apology.
I mean, he's a loser. I mean, I've been saying
He wanted an
like, he's just such
apology,
a
Brian.
loser. It's unbelievable to me. Unbelievable.
I did like, again, I've teased JT and he even kind of tries to shoot a shot with Taylor here and she lightly lets him down. But again, his line again when Austin's like, well, I don't get what's the problem with Shep. It's JT being like, well, maybe because you effed his
Yeah,
girlfriend.
right. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, we have given like you've definitely given JT a lot more crap than me, but like he is a dweeb, but he does say things at times that matter. I mean, and at the end of this episode, Shep is like kind of agreeing with him. So
He says it's a shame, but he deserves it, right?
yeah, so I'm very interested to see like how that goes in the reunion, like because they're on the same couch, and usually they kind of align the couches in a way of like the battles almost.
I doubt. I think they will be fine. I think that I think that
I don't want him to be fine.
Shep will still be annoyed. It'll be what it is, and it'll just be buried deep down inside, just like another layer after another season. You know what I mean. I frankly, it seems just even from the trailer going in, it's only a 2-part finale one, which gives you a sign that it ain't that juicy, right? If it was like a bloodbath like reunion, I think you get 3 parts. The Salt Lake City Housewives are getting 3 parts. Vanderpump last year got 3 parts. Vanderpump usually gets 3. There's just like there's kind of history of Bravo with juicier reunions having 3 parts. Um, Maybe the Whitney storyline that kind of frankly did kind of get buried this season with the nudes that had gotten sent and is posed to more of the lying story. I do think Taylor also slipped up a little bit again and said, well, whatever Austin and I did, I don't regret it. Well, why wouldn't you just say, well, when Austin and I kissed, right? It's been
Right.
the semantics all season. So I guess that's what they'll go after next week, but it seems like they're all just over it.
Yeah, and I just think that maybe it is 2 parts because I think a lot of the sub characters didn't do anything. Like they have these
Rod
people.
did nothing.
Honestly, they have some of these people on the couch. Like what was Levitt in like 3 episodes? Like
No,
she.
Leva just doesn't care anymore because Leva has her own show.
Yeah, right. So I mean, like that's why maybe maybe to 2 episodes, we will maybe get some good stuff. But usually there's a couple side story, but like who it didn't matter in the season. So I don't know. Hopefully it's. I'd love to be wrong.
We need You know what we need?
Yeah.
We need Thomas Ravenel. We need Catherine back. I'm sorry, we need it. We need the slop back.
Yeah.
Like we
Mhm.
need it. This show at some point, this is going to be why you can't really like reboot this show, right? Like, no, you can't ever restart this show. And so I don't know. There's not enough conflict. How is there going to be? They're going to make a Craig Page storyline again next season? Is she going to move to Charleston? No one's going to raise their damn hand on that
Right.
couch. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't.
It's funny that's so predictable. I thought you were gonna say the what we need is Vanderpump Rules, and then we also got the trailer for that new show on.
Yeah, Vanderpump Manor. I have that in our schedule. It's going to come in the spring, so it's a little bit still far out for us to cover. But yeah, I mean, we're going to have a lot of Lisa Vanderpump
Yeah.
in 2024. So I mean, and it's never really a bad thing in my opinion. Uh, Kind of just the shout outs. The party that Whitney threw is in Michael's old cottage. So they gutted Michael's cottage and just turned it into a bar. So I guess in your house you can do whatever you want with it.
It looked awesome.
Oh, it was definitely nice.
Yeah.
Then Michael, they got Michael a lot of shine this season, which I appreciate. It's probably one of my highlights of this season, frankly, is that we got to see Michael.
Yes. Do you think Whitney even post this filming of the show had sex with Taylor or something in that villa or whatever it is cottage?
I think it's very possible that if they didn't hook up, there was some mutual texting going back
Mm,
and forth. But we've seen historically, Whitney does not like to talk about his interactions. So it's going to be interesting to see if older Whitney doesn't care as much.
yeah, he's so weird.
It's just a
He's
shame
so
because this
weird.
season came in with such heat and all the stuff, but they beat a dead horse with it so early on that by these back half of episodes,
Yeah.
it was like they nothing else happened. And I guess the producers really cannot control like if nothing really interesting happens with these people, then what can they do? Listen, the ratings were great for it. We'll definitely get another season. We'll have Summer House, we'll have all of that. So we will see like kind of where the things progress. And I am genuinely interested to see as of next week, because this was only filmed a few weeks ago, the reunion, if anyone's relationships are in jeopardy. I just really don't think it's going to be
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
case.
We will see.
Um, like we mentioned, Vanderpump Rules coming back January 30th. We will have full coverage of all the episodes. Check our other playlists here on the channel. We will be covering everything from Love Island to The Bachelor to Farmer Wants a Wife, Survivor, Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, Below Deck. A lot of things going on in January and February. So if you are like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, you will not miss anything. Getting close to we're going for like 3K now, so we're climbing away. So we really
Mhm.
appreciate everybody. But for myself, Brian, everyone here at the Reality Guys, thank you so much for watching. Peace.